Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to My Media TV. I'm your host, I'm from My Media TV, along with my illustrious co-host, T1. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Why Does This Keep Happening? And oh boy, it has been a week. It has been a week. Jesus H. Christ.
It's not even an understatement.
Oh boy, mama. Alright, so, do you want to do bad news first? You want to do good news first?
Let's do vegetables first. Vegetables before dessert.
All right. All right. Oh my God! It's almost like it's almost like so much has happened this week. So government shutdown is longer than ever.
Longer than the last longest one, which was also Donald Trump's shutdown.
Yep. And so, government workers have gone a whole month without pay. And you're fairly bold for getting on a fucking plane.
I didn't have a choice.
Still
don't have a choice.
I know.
I gotta fly back, and then I'm gonna have to fly again in December.
I know. I know. If you die on the way back because you got into a plane crash because of no air traffic controllers, this episode's gonna do gangbusters.
The FAA was already gutted, and then they gutted it even more, and no one's getting paid. It's like awesome, dude. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Like, what the fuck?
It's like you don't want to pay for any type of rail like system, so all we're left with are fucking airplanes, and then you don't want to pay for the motherfuckers and make sure that the airplanes don't fall out of the sky.
It's like it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't want anybody to fly. You don't want anybody to eat. You don't want anybody to go to the doctor. What the fuck are the taxes even for at this point? What are we doing?
Like, it's like,
what the fuck are we actually doing?
This is the type of behavior that gets people's heads cuts off. And it's like, I'm like, what are we doing, bro?
What is actually happening?
Nothing
makes sense.
What is even the fucking purpose of any of this shit, dude? Oh my God.
Like, why buy into it? The whole point of taxes and buying into a society is the hope that the society will take care of you. That's been how it's been since who knows when the beginning of human history. Like, you don't want to provide any service for the money that I'm giving you. So what's the point of giving you fucking money? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's listen, I believe in I believe in
working.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, dude. It's like my philosophy around jobs, right? It's like if a job is going to pay you a livable wage, like the ideal job is going to pay you a livable wage and is going to make you feel it's going to make treat you with dignity and respect. A bad job is either a bad job is going to pay you a livable wage but not treat you with dignity and respect. A tough job is going to not pay you a livable wage and treat you with dignity and respect. And a dog shit job is going to do neither of them.
Yeah. And it's like,
and if you got a dog shit job, if you got a dog shit job where you're not getting paid a livable wage and you're not treated with dignity and respect, steal from your job.
I mean, at that point, it's damn near morally correct. It's just like,
yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
If you can't pay a livable wage, your company shouldn't exist.
I agree.
Like, I don't know why we're acting like employees aren't important. Like, they're like, you're supposed to, like you're owed employees.
Honestly, at this point,
that you have to figure out when you're making your business.
Honestly, Democrats should start framing SNAP as a Walmart subsidy to make the corporatists want to actually fucking pay for it.
Because it is.
It is.
It basically is a Walmart subsidy.
80% of people on SNAP benefits work.
Livable wage.
80% of people on 80% of people on SNAP benefits work.
Yep.
Because here's how you want to know how they. Because I've been on SNAP. I've been on SNAP. You want to know how they calculate that shit? They take the amount of money you're earning. You tell them your rent. You tell them how much you pay for food, and you tell them how much like your bill, like your other like ancillary bills and stuff. And they basically look at that shit and they're like, okay, do you make enough? Like, are you basically making fucking nothing?
Yeah.
Like,
do you actually need food?
Yeah, and so like if all of your bills and shit are like either not paid by the time you like get your monthly income or whatever, they'll give you food stamps. It's like like you have to basically be in the red to get food stamps.
Yeah.
Or at least zeroed out. And so what that means is that like a lot of the people that are on food stamps do work. They just don't make a fuck enough to live, to eat.
They're just working a slave wage.
Exactly. And so it's like, you know, ultimately at the end of the day, it's like a lot of like, I get tip work. I have a tipped job now, and I'm all for like the concept and idea, broadly speaking, of like a livable wage for everybody and not having tipping culture in this country and all that stuff. But hey, man, those tips. I work now at a fairly successful restaurant. Like, my bills are paid. I'm good. Like, so I'm not saying boo to that, but like ultimately at the end of the day, like you gotta.
Your bills should be paid anyway.
Oh no, I'm paid.
You know what I'm saying?
I get paid the minimum wage plus tips. I'm good.
Right.
But
I'm just saying that like, when they came up with the minimum wage, the whole idea was that it was the minimum wage necessary to like be alive, like to pay your rent and have food.
I'm gonna be so fucking for real. The biggest oversight that FDR did was not adding a cost of living adjustment innate to the federal minimum wage.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest miss.
That was the biggest fucking fumble he did.
Because it's not matching up with inflation.
I mean, honestly, the biggest fumble he did was the Japanese internment camps. But I'd say that's probably a close second.
Just the all-around racism of the time.
Yeah.
But like, if we're talking about like pure economics, that was probably one of the biggest misses.
Oh, absolutely.
That, and then, of course, you can also bring up how he was racist as shit with the GI Bill, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
like I mean, shit. Look at how racist the president is now. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we? What even is the point in bringing that up in this argument currently about what we're talking about? But it's just, I don't know. The older I get, the more this shit pisses me off. Like, there's no reason that somebody should have a job and then still be at risk of starving or being homeless. Like, where am I?
Hell.
This dude's putting
You're
just
in hell.
as much effort, if not more effort than I am. We're both trying to go to school or do a job or do work, and like, just because of circumstance, that person's almost homeless, but we're doing the same thing. Like, that's bullshit. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't, and it's just, ugh. Like, a lot has happened, like, this week, but thankfully, you know, I feel like this last week, like, more good has happened than bad.
That's true. There's definitely been. It's the first time I've probably felt hope this year in any form.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this week has been great for me. I got a job that pays me a livable wage with a good boss that treats me with dignity and respect. Like,
fuck yeah.
Like, Dick Cheney died.
Yep, Zohran Mamdani won.
Yep,
five boroughs, 5 pillars.
Yep, the people's sultanate of New Yorkistan
Yup.
Like, woke is back, boys. The Democrats won everywhere. It was a blowout in every demographic, in every race, in every part of the country.
Dude, Mississippi flipped. I was like, what? Mississippi? I was like, Mississippi got 2 Democrats now? I was shocked.
Steve Bannon was tweaking on at a press at a dinner or something, saying, "Hey, yo, if we lose in 2028, like a lot of people in this room are going to jail, including me."
That's why they got that Argentina money, dude. They stole that SNAP money, flipped it, turned it into $40 billion. And we're like, give me an escape route.
$90 billion in tariff money. They had $90 billion in tariff money, and I would bet money that it wasn't the SNAP money that they took away. I would bet it's the tariff money that was sitting in a pot, and the Trump administration was just using that for whatever the fuck they wanted.
It's probably both, because like the most recent headline was quite literally basically boiled down to Donald Trump is fighting against SNAP. And I was just like, dude, that money's gone. That money, they spent that shit. I don't know where it is. That shit might be on the blockchain.
Here's my thing.
Minted.
Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing.
Shit is gone.
Here's kind of my thing. The reason why I say that is because one of the nice features about the American government is that it is exceedingly difficult, if not impossible, for just a government employee to just take allocated funds and put it in their pocket.
Yeah.
There are mechanisms in place to basically make it so like only like you only treasury employees and stuff like they could do it if they made like a bullshit like invoice or something and do that, but that leaves a paper trail. They can't just like take it without any kind of paper trail being left behind, which is like one of the benefits of bureaucracy.
Isn't the dude that runs the treasury right now, isn't that Russell Vought? Isn't that like with them? Or is it a different guy?
Are you thinking about like the Fed is still somehow independent? But I think the Secretary.
Oh yeah, because they were trying to fire that one lady. No, I remember that. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, but ultimately, you know, with the case of the tariff money, if I'm correct, that was under the purview of the executive branch. So that wasn't going straight to, you know, the Fed.
That might be gone.
And so I'm like, Trump just sent $40 billion. The one thing I never saw anybody question is where the fuck this $40 billion came from.
Because it's like, I know everybody, like, at least mainstream media, not people like talking, but like in the mainstream media, they're just like, oh yeah, he sent $40 billion to bail out Argentina, but like, where the fuck did it come from, dude? Like, what where the fuck did that money come from?
I think a big reason why Trump is so upset is because I always, whenever I talk about Trump, I feel the need to temper myself to a degree and remind myself that this man, outside of like, you know, public speaking and like being entertaining as a public speaker and like branding as an aspect of business, everything else in his life he's a fucking moron at and doesn't know his head from his ass. Like, I will give
Atlantic City.
Yeah. I will give Trump credit where he's due, that the two things that he is really, really good at, better than anybody else in politics, and at least in the case of like the branding stuff, probably one of the best in business at that. He is really good at branding and selling and creating and cultivating a brand. Now, granted, his political aspirations have completely crushed it, but you know, before 2016, I'll give Trump credit. He was really good at branding. You know, it's like probably one of the better people in business at it. And I will also give him credit where he's a good public speaker. He knows what's entertaining. He knows like how to be entertaining in a vacuum.
Yeah.
You know, and so those are his two skills. Everything else he's a fucking moron at.
He's basically just a snake oil salesman.
He is. He
straight out of the 1800s, dude.
Yeah, he is a snake oil salesman that sold his cart for a bunch of money and then moved to the city and was able to flip that money into a rundown building that he was able to build a global snake oil sales company out of.
Basically, yeah. Like straight out of Red Dead. If you drink this tonic, your fucking dead eye will get longer or whatever. Just snake oil, dude.
I'll leave Red Dead 1. Anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, John Marston's the GOAT. Anyways, point is Trump administration continues to be stupid. But let's get on to the dessert, shall we? Let's talk about some good stuff.
Good stuff.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. Fucking Mamdani stan is resurgent. Woke is back.
Yeah, dude.
Woke is back.
Yorkistan.
Woke is back. Suck my dick. Cheney.
Muslims are up 10 million. You telling me Dick Cheney died the same day a Muslim would, a friggin' mayor of New York? 10 billion, bro. Fasting for Ramadan is mandatory for every citizen in the city of New York. New York City, dude.
Fucking
I need every shahada tomorrow.
Fucking
all 5 prayers done next week.
Fucking Cheney died, Cuomo cried, Mamdani and fied. Mashallah, motherfucker.
Basically, dude.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I like his I've been learning more about his transition team, and because it's publicly funded, he's not using like billionaires and stuff. And some of his picks, I was like, damn. He kind of like got the Avengers together, dude.
He got Lisa Khan, the fucking like Biden's FCC FCC commissioner, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that was one of the better moves that Biden actually did.
It was. Listen. Biden's presidency was completely overshadowed by his genocidal rhetoric with Palestine. When you just look at his policies on a domestic level, he was the most pro-labor president of our lifetime.
Yeah. Even more so than Obama, dude. Like, it was
much more. Fun fact about Biden, and fun fact about Biden, in Obama's first term, he told Obama before he went in, listen, I know you said you were going to end Afghanistan. I want you to end Afghanistan. Those generals are going to come in there with all of their medals, and they're going to try and talk to you and try and like convince you to stay. Hold your fucking ground. And Obama folded, and Biden was like, hey, "Come on, man, really? Oh, listen, Biden was before October 7th, and the fucking Israel delusion that slammed the Democratic Party. Yeah, just garbage. I loved Biden. I was riding with Biden. Biden was doing policies like the policies he was able to get through past the bullshit in the Senate with Manchin and Sinema was not bad. His NLRB led to tons of union wins across this country. Biden's economic policies and a lot of what he did was able to pull us out of a lot of the bullshit that was kind of fuck us, and we were very well, by the time his presidency ended, we were well on the road to recovery.
Yeah.
And then the tariffs hit. And then the fucking tariffs hit, and then all of the incremental work that was, we were this close to having the fucking economy fixed, went down the fucking shitter.
Yeah. And it also kind of fucked up our stature on a global stage. We're basically just a joke now.
Yeah, the only way that we're going to get any level of trust from the international community again is after all of this is over, a lot of the Republican Party, it has to go to prison.
Basically, yeah. They're not going to take us seriously if we don't. If we just keep letting, letting bygones be bygones.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same
we would
reason.
Immediately fall to like.
It's the same reason Nixon got pardoned.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same reason Nixon got pardoned. Nixon got pardoned because he was part of the establishment. It's the same reason why Trump didn't get nailed. Like, in the aftermath of J6, the Democratic Party was resurgent. All of the Republicans, like, were against... Like, a lot of the establishment Republicans were against Trump. Like, the media was against Trump. It was the perfect moment
to send him to jail.
To nail their ass to the fucking wall. And they didn't.
Nope.
They gave the Fox News was able to fucking find its footing and find some bullshit narrative to feed. The Republicans were able to circle the wagons, and by that point, it was too late.
It was.
They could have impeached Trump, and they could have impeached Trump, and they could have put him in fucking prison, and there was in that 2 to 3 weeks, and nobody would have fucking said a damn thing.
Nope. He almost got his own vice president killed. Like, dude, that was your time.
Yep, and you know what?
Time to get an easy win.
Yep, and you know what? The Democrats didn't do it because they are feckless and weak, and the corporatists need to get the fuck out the party.
Yeah, they're actually tanking the party. It's so crazy because I saw some reactions where they were basically like, "Oh, the reason Zohran won was because he was on TikTok." And that's all they got from it. I forget who
the dude was who said, that the Democrat, because this is the type of energy that the Democrats need to have going forward, and this election kind of gives me a little bit of hope in that regard. I forget which race it was, but one of the Democratic, an assemblyman in one of the states that was running on Tuesday won his race, despite the fact that leaked text messages showed that he wanted his opponent shot for being evil.
Oh, that was that boy in Virginia.
Yeah, he won. And fun fact, the Republican chick who leaked those things lost her seat in that same election, which is so funny.
Because people aren't really standing for slander anymore.
At
this point, unless you say something like, "I want to blow the entire world up," no one's gonna give a shit.
Here's the thing: the Republicans have created the rule set that politics is now run by, and now the Democratic base is like, this is we're fucked. We might as well start playing by these rules because they keep winning with them.
Yeah, finally.
And guess what? Guess what? They're right.
Yeah.
Shit, people like you and I have been saying for a fucking decade, where hey, if you want to win, you gotta get in the mud with the pigs. If you gotta go low, if they go low, you grab a shovel low and dig down below hell. This is why Graham Plattner, is most likely gonna win his fucking race in the primary. This is why Mamdani won, because granted, you couldn't beat Mamdani off a message with a stick, but it just so happens that the only way you could get him off message was shitting on Cuomo, and he did a great job with that.
Yep.
And it's don't get me wrong, Schottenberg is a corporatist.
Oh, sorry.
Don't get me wrong, Schottenberg is a corporatist, but she also showed that you could win by not denouncing trans people and black people and shit.
Basically, yeah. I mean, the way you went now, literally just all you got to do, it's 3 steps. You appeal to the poor, appeal to the poor and make policy for them. You appeal to the middle class and make policy for them. And then you just shit on your opponent for not doing that. The poor and the middle class are most of the country.
We need to stop saying middle class. The middle class doesn't exist. It's working class. It's working class. It's working class.
The whole thing's just the working class. People who have to work.
Yeah. It's you have your working bourgeoisie, your fucking people who make a shit ton of money and align with the rich and shit. you know, but like they're still like make their money by working. Like people say like, oh, like they're all, listen, if you make your money, your paycheck primarily by working a job, like if you pay your bills through a dividend check or a rent payment, like I hate you. Even if you're like even if you're some like rich asshole or whatever, if you get a paycheck and you work a job, no matter how big that paycheck is, you're working class. You got the same interests as me. I don't care if you're driving a Mercedes. That job goes away tomorrow. You're gonna be you're fucked. Like you and like you have to go get another job to fill that gap at some point because the money will run out. You don't like unless you're like that, and that's the big thing people have to remember. Like they're like I don't believe in the notion of there is no war but class war. Mainly because, like, you know, things like ethnicity and regional differences and things like all of those are important and play a part. Like this country was built on the backs of enslaved people. Like we're like I'm not gonna
pretend Native Americans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend.
It's important to talk about.
It is, but it's
important to have policy for that as well.
Absolutely,
because like
we have to offset it.
That things like there's no war about a class war kind of like poo-poos that, when in reality racism and like the attacks on the Native Americans and all this other stuff, you know, the Chinese opium trade where they were literally shipping Chinese people over here to work on the railways, all of that were also tools that the rich used.
Yeah, so, like you could argue that those are all mechanisms by which like the ruling classes like waged war against like the working class by using racism as a tool. But it's like, there's such issues that like you can't reduce them down to that. They have to be included in the conversation because they were such an integral part that like you have to like account for them as like subcategories.
Exactly. Like technically it's all the same thing, but like this is still a problem. Like, agreed. It's still a front that needs to be attacked, and that's the thing that people like slowly but surely are beginning to realize. Finally, that like if you help Black people, you help yourself. That's something that's, you know, that keeps coming up again and again. It's like a lot of the reasons that things exist as they do now is simply because people were kind of fucking just racist. Oh, we don't want Black people to be able to go to college for free. We got to make that shit expensive as fuck. Now everybody hurt. Oh, we don't want Black people to be able to go to the doctor for free, or Asians or natives or gay niggas to be able to go to the doctor for free. We got to make that shit expensive. We got to reintroduce private insurance. We got to do all this other stuff. It's like your life would physically be better if you just stopped being racist, like, you know, homophobic or whatever. Like, if your life would improve if you could see past your own bullshit, I guess. Because again, that racism, those other like divisions, those are tools of the rich. Like, I mean, one of them blatantly said it on stage. What did he say? He said, if you convince the lowest white man that he's better than the Black man, he'll let you exploit him forever.
Yep.
Like, it's really that simple. It's tools of the rich, and you can replace that. You can replace, you know, Black with any other minority. Right now, the main target is Latinos and Hispanic people.
They lost those motherfuckers.
Exactly.
They lost those motherfuckers Tuesday.
I know.
Oh,
it's
Lord.
Just like, sheesh. So if you convince the lowest white dude that he's better than a Latino, even though they're both in the same spot, you can exploit them forever. You can exploit both forever, because the white dude ain't gonna help the Latino dude out because he thinks that he's better than them, and the white dude's getting exploited by the same nigga.
Listen,
he's just making slightly more money. Has a slightly easier time in society.
Corona and PBRs like are no different, because at the end of the day, they're shitty beers being drunk by two motherfuckers whose back hurts at the end of work.
Yeah,
that's it.
They're cold. They make you feel better, and your spine hurts, and you're both like 6 ibuprofens deep. Like, there's no reason y'all should be hating each other.
Exactly.
Like, y'all are working the same job. Y'all are both roofing. Y'all are both working on the street. Y'all are both working in the factory or in the field. Like, what is your beef?
Well, a white dude ain't in the field. You couldn't pay a poor white man to pick vegetables in a field.
Yeah, it's a problem that farmers are facing right now, ain't it?
I don't know.
That's good that they're able to, exploit a whole group of people. But like, it's crazy that they voted to basically get rid of them, and then like, they're like, why are they gone?
They're gonna. I would bet money that they're gonna start subcontracting out prison populations to work fields.
Oh no, it is. They are. I mean, that's basically what they were pivoting earlier this year. They're like, yeah, we're trying to make a program where either you can sign up to go to Alligator Alcatraz, or you can sign up to be sent to a farm. And I was like, dude, that's slavery. What?
Dog.
What?
Dog. A lot of black inmates have the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing.
What?
They have the call one of their buddies to come down to where they're gonna be, and then they all just pick like a Sunday spiritual that they sung growing up, and like have them record them singing that shit in the fucking field and post that shit on social media, and have fucking like motherfuckers burning that shit down by Sunday night.
For real. I mean, I would hope, but that's kind of like how people are starting to learn about the prison slave system too, because
slavery never went away. It just went into the Department of Corrections.
Yep, it just moved somewhere else, and like people are starting to learn that, like, yeah, there are areas in the country where like they put prisoners out in the field, and the prisoners are picking cotton, and I was like, this is insanity. And most of those dudes, they're in jail for like drug stuff. Like they got caught with weed. They got to do 30 years.
Yeah, they got
in the field.
Yeah, they got caught with like, they got caught with like a 32th of an ounce of like weed. They got caught with like a single piece of bud on the bottom of their car that fell down there 2 weeks ago that they forgot about in between the seats, and now they're doing life in prison because they got caught in 1995.
Basically, yeah. Third strike, dude. That shit was crazy. Like, actually reading about that shit when I got older, I was like, dude, this is just racism. They were just trying to arrest black people. Like, that's it. Like, that's what that entire war on drugs were. I mean, even from the beginning. But we're getting off topic.
No, it's fine. Let's
and
shit
my
on.
phone's on 23%. What are we doing? What else is happening?
Oh man, if you what did you start at in terms of battery life?
I got it up to 38%.
Oh, dude,
when I woke up this morning.
Oh, we can do like another half hour easy. Who gives a shit? But can I shit on old people for a bit?
Sure.
In Texas, they have a new law. Not new law, but like a new thing that they're trying to pass to basically make it so old people don't have to. They're framing it as property tax relief, but what it basically is that it's basically so people who are old people don't have to pay property tax towards the school system.
That's gonna make if you're gonna make it so old people don't pay property tax, you have to stop funding schools based on property tax, because that's actually bullshit. Because poor people have the most money. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right. Like here's like everything in this country is a Ponzi scheme to the boomer generation, and now the Gen X generation behind them is also kind of benefiting from it, have spent the last 75 years turning this country into a machine that takes money out of young people's pockets and puts it into old people's pockets. Basically, yeah. Everything that happens in this country caters to old people. And young people, when we show out, we blow the boomers and we blow the Gen Xers out of the fucking water. We're the fucking reason. Like, people, like, and when I say young people, I mean under 40.
Yeah. Millennials and down.
Yeah, a reminder to everybody that when you say, like, oh, you fucking I'm like, motherfucker, I'm Gen Z. Millennials are like 35, 40 years old, dog. What are we talking about?
Millennials are getting up there, dude. I was
dude,
I'm 27. I'm not Gen Alpha.
Dude,
I'm
millennials were like getting out of college in like 08.
Yeah.
And that was like the older ones.
Yeah, the younger ones are like 30. They've hit like 30 like just now. I think it ended in 95.
Oh no,
my brother's...
Oh no, that was like the younger ones. My bad. But point is that like, dog, we are like in a like this is not like
2008.
It's we are in an environment where the old will not give up power. They refuse to give up power, and I think. To bring it back to the political stuff for a second, I think that's just a big reason why the Democratic Party just will not fucking let go. The Democratic Party has turned into an apparatus that is basically the Make-A-Wish Foundation for the elderly.
Yeah, it's basically a bunch of people that don't like the fact that death exists, trying to make life worse for everybody else who's further away from it. In order to, like, I don't know, maybe have some meaning in their remaining years. But it was like, dude, you were born in 1941. You're not going to see 2030. Like, you don't give a fuck about what's going on in 2030. Why are you making rules for that?
Yeah,
it's like, you should have been retired like 20 years ago. Like, you're supposed to retire at 65. Like, I don't even know why you're here, dude. Like, I wouldn't trust you to drive my car to work. Like, if you showed up as my Uber, I would walk. And I'm supposed to trust you to run a country?
Like, a reminder that Jerry Connolly, a 75-year-old man with stage 4 esophageal cancer,
won't retire,
won against AOC as head of the let me fucking what the fuck was it? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find the damn thing. Electoral history, whatever. As head of the Electoral Oversight Committee, one of the most powerful committees in Congress. He won over AOC. Not because he was more viable for the job.
Because he's not. He's literally
because it was his turn. And that's that's not hyperbole. He went on CNN, and when somebody asked him, why somebody of your age and health, do you feel like it's like you should win out over one of the most popular Congress people in the country? He said, well, it's my turn. I've been waiting for it.
That's some fucking bullshit, dude.
Oh, by the way, he died of esophageal cancer about 3-4 months in.
Yep. That sounds about right.
And I'm yeah. And
it's like,
guess what? Mike Johnson appointed a Republican chick to replace him.
Great. Good job. Literally just shot yourself in the foot for no fucking reason. What an excellent move by the minority party.
Yeah, it's just it's and like we are in hell. We're just in hell. All right. Let's just to get out of the political sphere for a little bit. Let's talk about some game stuff. GTA, and it's still a little political, but GTA 6 has gotten pushed back to November 26, 2025. Or 2026, rather.
Is that political?
The reason...
I know that they fired like 40 people for no reason. And
yeah, Well,
like,
no,
apartment companies on strike.
the workers being on strike is the reason that they're pushing it back. It's because their entirety of their UK office is like worker base is on strike right now because the 40 people they fired were union organizers.
Wow. Fuck you, Rockstar. What the fuck, dude? Man, union solidarity forever. Go get paid, bro. I'm tired of seeing people get exploited. It's pissed me off.
Aren't we fucking all, dude? This shit's just ass. Oh, Lord.
Just trying to have a decent life, and now I'm here. Fucking yapping for my rights. Shit is crazy. You could not tell me when I was like 17 that this is where everything would go. Probably because I wasn't locked in. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't locked in until like 22.
You were still in the COON zone.
The what?
The COON zone.
Oh yeah. Y'all can watch that video.
Yeah.
I'm
spelling that shit. I'm spelling that shit out. I ain't saying that shit, motherfucker.
The coon zone, dude?
Yeah.
It's you could call it the black red pill zone. That's basically what that side of the internet was like.
Yeah, the Jordan B. Peterson zone.
Yeah, kind of like that space.
Or,
I never got that far.
Actually,
I never got like.
Actually, you know what?
I never got like
the Uncle Ruckus zone.
Like
got
Andrew
it.
Tate. Whatchamacallit. I never got like. What's the Fresh and Fit podcast for? I always thought those dudes were corny as shit. Like I think they said something like men have more of a right to cheat than women do. And I was like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about?
And they look like thumbs.
Yeah.
They have no chin and they just radiate bitchless energy.
Yeah. I was like, these dudes aren't married and these dudes are talking kind of crazy right now.
Like they talk. You know what they talk?
This isn't even like funny crazy. This is just like fucking stupid.
Let me be really fucking clear. Let me be really fucking clear. Take this from a man who does have sex.
Mm-hmm.
These men talk like men that don't have sex.
They don't. That's what I was like. I was like, these dudes are like 30 and they're talking like my friends did when we were like 16, 17 and had no bitches. Like, what like people pay for this? Like people pay to watch this?
Well, no, you have to remember.
That was in like 20.
Yeah.
That was in like what 2017. I was only like 19 at the time. I was like, dude, these niggas are corny.
Well, here's the thing, right? The fresh and fit and people like them exist to cater. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
To 14-year-old boys. That is their audience.
Yeah.
But the problem is the fresh and fit guys. Here's the thing: the fresh and fit guys aren't unique anymore. Every dickhead with a mic and an internet connection has a podcast now, and while fresh and fit back, yeah, right. Well, fresh and fit very well were shocking back in the day and capable, and like we're able to be big because of that. Like you have people like Nick Fuentes is going mainstream now. The days
that's so crazy.
It is so fucking crazy, dude. Like
I do not like that at all. I don't like that at all. That dude was also one of them crazy motherfuckers. It's weird because it also could have just be because I just didn't like podcasts because I thought it was funnier. I think I just never like I had like annoying like edgelord tendencies, but I never really like believed any of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just thought it was kind of funny, but like I don't know, dude.
I'm gonna be honest.
You'd watch a podcast for like 30 minutes and be like,
I'm a neo-Nazi now.
These niggas are not talking nonsense.
Yeah. It's here's the thing, right? Like for me growing up, I was like, I was a little like, autist taught. So like, I very much like wasn't like the people I was able to become friends with were also like very autism coded. And like, for me, like my discovery of like sex and sexuality was very private. I never talked about this shit ever with any other guys my age. I never. Nope. I knew I was a little fucking weirdo, and I knew that women weren't gonna like me, so I just never tried.
Yeah,
because I knew I was
that's kind of
off-putting.
where I was in the same boat.
And so, like, for me, like, I was so emotionally insulated from, like, here's the thing about my old high school. Let me tell you about, like, Conrad Schools of Science, class of 2015. All right? Everybody was fucking. Everybody was fucking. Like, it was the most horny school on the fucking planet, and the women there were so much more horny than all the guys. Everybody was like, fuck, it was wild. And here's the thing, I didn't know this fact until I got out. Until I like developed a personality, learned how to fucking be in society, and was hanging with some of my boys from school. And like they said, oh yeah, no, this was. I'm like, really? I was completely out of the fucking loop because I was suffering such bad PTSD from like years of bullying in elementary school, like paranoia and stuff from bullying in middle school, and like I was just like wound so fucking tight. I was just like in my own fucking bubble for most of fucking high school, like just sex with women and stuff. Like I'm just like I'm just going to go beat the demons out of me at night with my iPod, and then I'm just gonna go to school.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, it's just and it's like, and
I don't
so
even
like
think I started until I was like 17.
Yeah, it's like
so I always knew that it was like fake bullshit, but now I'm seeing that like people are like getting cooked because there's just too much exposure. But I'm like, dude, it's like content.
It's like I feel like it's just like I feel like it's just like a skill issue, because like I understood before, as a teenager, before I ever had sex with another human being,
this isn't real.
This isn't real. Like, you can ask your partner to try some shit.
Yeah, but it's
but you
real.
also, like, you as a guy, you should learn some shit. Like, I can't tell you how many videos I watched that were like how to eat pussy properly, because I was trying to be ready. I was trying to be ready.
I'm trying to train, dude.
I was trying to skill up, man. I was treating xnxx.com like fucking like Coursera videos, man. Like, the fuck you mean? But
I need a tutorial.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know what I'm doing.
But here's the big fucking thing, right? Like, for me, it's like throughout all of that, right? I grew up in a household like where, like, my mom was fucking abused by my dad and shit. He was a piece of womanizing piece of shit. And it's like, even with like that and stuff, I was, as a person, like, I saw how other boys my age would act when it regards to sex and like be like harassing and shit, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try not. I'm just not gonna do that shit. It
felt pretty easy to avoid.
It felt so fucking
of being
easy.
Like a piece of shit teenager.
Yeah,
like, I've definitely made jokes that
I didn't even make.
I don't like.
Like, I didn't even make misogynistic jokes, like, either, now that I think about it.
For me, it was like,
and I watched a lot of like Netflix comedy specials too.
Yeah, I was like trying to be funny. That does not mean that I was always funny. In fact, I would say most of the times, I think it was like 50-50, because I would mostly hang out, because I went to Montgomery College, Tacoma Park. And because now I'm getting into basically the topic of that video, because I was so young, I was like 16, I didn't really know how to socialize. I was just kind of like, I need to be able to work on group projects, so let me just throw out like a joke every now and again so I can ask a question. And I was like, I'll just try to be the fucking funny guy, I guess. So that's like set me down the stand-up comedy hyperfixation. But this is also like early 2000s to early 2010s comedy, which is a lot more different than comedy is now.
Like, good comics today are like nuanced, right? It's like,
it was a lot more harsh back then.
Like, it wasn't like back then. It's like the punchline was, and they were black, and they were gay, and they were a woman, and they were a man.
Like, Harold and Kumar, like, I remember he was talking about doing that movie. He was like, as I'm forgetting the actor's name. The dude who played Kumar. He was talking about it recently because people were saying that like you couldn't make this movie today, and he was like, no, you could. You would just have to do it differently. And he was like, I think it'd be more funny because you'd actually have to think things more thoroughly. And that's kind of what I think about the comedy scene in general now. If you're good at comedy, you will find the funny.
Yeah, no, it's
regardless.
Like the funny is found with understanding what you're talking about. It's part of the reason why old Dave Chappelle was so fucking funny.
Because he understood what he was talking about.
Right.
Like, even his stuff when he was on Def Jam talking about getting robbed as a pizza delivery driver in D.C., everybody from D.C. knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about. That's why it was funny.
You know, it's like
that shit was terrible.
Like, here, let me do a good trans joke for you. Every trans girl has every trans girl has two flags in her room. Has two trans flags in her room. It's a normal fucking trans flag and a copy of the new California Republic flag from Fallout 76. Boom, done.
Boom.
Like that's simple.
Like, it really is, because it's like if you can get, like, as I got older, I realized that if the subject of the joke, that makes him sound like an object. If the person,
just say subject,
that you're focusing on
the subject matter,
of the joke,
right? Yeah.
If the subject of the joke is also laughing at the joke, that means it was funny. Like, it's kind of like the South Park we piss off people, don't piss on people shit. It's like a more modified version of that. Like, to me, if I can make the person who is this, like, if I can make a black person laugh at a joke I made, about us being black culture, black households, getting pulled out your sleep, you get an ass whooping. Like, if I can make the group laugh, then it was truly funny. But if the person that I'm talking about isn't laughing, that's more into like roasting / bullying. And it's like, that's when I feel like I need to restructure the joke. Right.
Here's a good example.
Should be laughing at the joke.
Exactly. Right? Example. Here's an example of like a black joke that's like not fucking awful.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. I'm going to. All right. You got one shot. Everybody gets one.
My buddy Jay Quan's not talking to me. Dude. My buddy Jay Quan's not talking to me. I was having a party and I invited him over, and I lied to him and told him to come 5 hours before it started to make him help me set up the fucking thing, because I knew that motherfucker was gonna show up 2 hours late otherwise.
That's kind of funny. Because.
Or how about the fact that your ass? How about the fact that your ass posted, like, I was at my fucking Dollar General job, the goddamn smoke elector thing beeped, and you posted the motherfucker in my comment section, you dick.
Sure did. Beep. Changing batteries.
Although I think that's more of a poverty thing nowadays, anyways.
It is. It's like people are realizing that it's kind of just like, niggas ain't trying to change the battery. I don't know.
That's expensive, bro.
It's not like the battery's expensive.
I mean,
niggas ain't trying to change the battery.
You'd be surprised, dude. Like also, it's like batteries aren't cheap. First of all, like they're not
cheap, but you can get like $1. You can get a Family Dollar pack.
But it's also, but the other thing is, it's like, do I really want to get out a fucking step stool and have my shoulder ache trying to finagle this motherfucker? Why the fuck won't it open? Okay, after 10 minutes, I finally got the fucker open after like almost getting a hammer. All right, let me take the thing out. Let me put it back in. Why the fuck is it not working properly? Let me put it back in again. Let me put it back in again. All right, now it's working. And then, like, why the fuck won't it close? And then you just leave the thing hanging open for like 2 weeks because you get frustrated and you don't want to do it again. And then you have somebody over and they're like, why is that hanging out? That's a fire hazard. You're just like, fuck you, dude. I don't want to fucking deal with it. And they're like, you should really do it. And they keep bringing it up. And then you get pissed off after they leave. And then you try and fucking do it again. And you finally get it closed and you shove it closed. But it's not quite closed completely. It's got a little bit open. And you're just like, but it's on. It's who cares? I'm not fucking dealing with it. I'll deal with it again in a year.
Yep. And I remember in my last apartment, not my last one, the apartment before the last one, the smoke detector used to go off every time I cook, so I just ended up unplugging it.
Nah,
I just
no,
left
that's
it
real.
on.
That's
I
real.
just
My
left it in the
parent
cabinet.
in my childhood home, we had like a smoke detector in like part of the kitchen, and like I don't know, my mom would be throwing down and shit, so like that motherfucker was always beeping. So we just like fuck it.
It's like, dude.
Nah, my stepdad got frustrated one day and just took it out totally.
He's like, I can't do this.
I can't do it either. Like, no, my mom. It's just my. I think he just did it for my mom's sake. She just like because she like kept going off, and I got fed up with it because like you think that she's gonna be the one stopping what she's doing to go wave a fucking like towel in front of the damn thing.
No, that's you.
No, that's
your
me.
job.
That's me because I'm taller than her at age fucking 14, and my arm hurts, and I don't want to do it no more.
So they go wave that towel.
Mm-hmm.
Go over next to the smoke detector. Go wave the towel. No, man. Go watch the Kunzo video. It's great. It's one. It's some. I was glad that I had all those points that I'd made in different videos in like one spot. Because I can't remember. I think the reason it came up was because we were talking about like. Oh, we were talking about Black JonTron fans, like being a Black JonTron fan, which was really fun. And that turned into the PewDiePie TikTok that some people got mad at. But I wasn't even really talking shit about PewDiePie. I was kind of just analyzing the trend of people realizing how old he was.
Dog,
when, like, all of his
PewDiePie's
controversies
fucking
happened.
fall
He was
off,
like 30.
man.
He was literally like my age when all of his controversies happened, and he was like being racist on the internet. And I think people are starting to realize that as we're getting older. Oh shit, these dudes were being racist at like damn near 30. Like these weren't teenagers like us. It wasn't teenagers entertaining us. It wasn't other kids, you know, because like, you know, like you expect teenagers to do dumbass fuck ass shit. Like that's just always been kind of the thing. But then like, you know, you work that shit out in your late teens, early 20s, and then you're just like hopefully a normal person. But like, nah, nigga, these dudes were like 30 years old. JonTron was like 26 talking about great replacement theory. That is a grown ass man.
And
his
he
brain
looks
is finished developing. He believes this.
And here's the problem. Like, you can't be unfunny, conservative, and ugly. You have to pick a struggle.
What you mean?
In
I thought JonTron was hilarious. I'm not even gonna act like I didn't.
Right, but it's like you have to pick one. You can't have two of the three or all three.
Yeah.
You can't be ugly and conservative.
That's most of them.
I know. Where the fuck are their chins?
The master race, dude. That's peak humanity right there.
Listen, dude. What is it about white supremacists that always fucking seem to like make them ugly?
It's because they're mean.
It's like there's something like being a mean-spirited person does something to your soul.
Just being mean just makes you worse because you're constantly stressed out. All that cortisol is always building up. You're always yelling at other people,
minorities and shit on the street.
Problems. Like all that anger, dude. It's not good for the body. What were we talking about? Where are we supposed to be at? This is off topic. And my phone's on 60%. What are we? We need to have like a program. We need to have a list of things that we're talking about because now we're just yapping.
I'm gonna be honest.
Into like
I'm gonna be
yapping chin podcast territory.
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I have a sneaking suspicion that this one's gonna do numbers for you because it's gonna hit the hour mark, similar to the Taylor Swift video.
Oh.
Hey, this is why I say the hour and a half ones are good, bruh. But you know
they are. They just take forever to fucking upload and render and anything.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna try to use my.
I'm
gonna try to use my hotspot to upload it, but we'll see what happens.
Honestly,
the internet is.
You know what?
Where I'm at is not great.
I know that you like throw in and just hear me out on this. Actually, now we'll talk about that later. Like, that's shop. That's more like shop talk and stuff in that regard.
Yeah.
But what have you been playing recently, if at all? I meant to ask.
Recently,
Yeah.
I beat Sword of the Sea, and that's the game that I have the script written for on my phone that I'm either going to record today or tomorrow once I get back home, and then that's going to be next week's Hidden Gems video. I'm trying to get through the Fear games. I've never played all of them, and I want to make a video about those games. So that's probably either the next video is going to be about Fear, or the video after that. I might play it on normal just so I can get through it. And then I need to play some new shit. I have so much stuff in my backlog, it's not even funny.
It's a shame you don't have Steam. Otherwise, I'd just gift you good games that you've probably never heard of.
I do have Steam.
Do you? Oh yeah, that's right. You do, because we play fucking Elden Ring together.
Dude, what are you talking about? Hold on.
You should. What's your opinion?
So I got all the Fear games for like $5.
What's your opinion of Diablo?
I never really got into isometric like RPGs like that. I don't know. I've heard they're fun.
All right. I'm going to send you a game, because this is a game that has basically a dead community, and it shouldn't, because it has a very positive rating on Steam. It's a $15 like indie game. And it should by no means at all be in the state it is. It's a gorgeous, wonderful game. And it's called Delver.
Okay.
It's called Delver.
Delver?
Delver. It is a first-person roguelike dungeon crawler. That is voxel pixel art.
Okay.
And beautiful.
The pixel art looks like Enter the Gungeon.
It is perhaps one of the. It is perhaps one of like the 2 or 3 indie games that I love more than like probably any AAA game.
Looks fun.
It's so much fun, and it's something I think you should definitely fucking try. And to T1's audience, I would not be fucking surprised if this ended up being the next game that he ends up doing a review of. Because
I always need more games and stuff.
Yeah.
People seem to enjoy those videos a lot. People like the Indica video.
Honest to God, what I probably might end up doing is that I'm gonna get your Steam ID after we're done recording, and I might even just like gift it to you just on some homie shit, because I think you'll really genuinely fucking like it.
Okay.
It also is like 10 megabytes. It's like nothing.
It takes up no space. That's great, because I still don't have an SSD, and there's like 4K videos on my fucking laptop, and they're taking up a shit ton of space.
Yeah.
It's just like, dude.
Yeah, it's like 200 megabytes
something
total.
About this.
Yeah, it's 200 megabytes. Okay. It's nothing. But anyways, anything else we should cover in the last week that we haven't already talked about?
I don't know. Nancy Pelosi retired, I guess.
That's good. I thought I mentioned that.
That's an old person earlier. Leaving. That's great. We kind of covered that already.
Yeah.
Go watch the Coon Zone video. It's good.
I put out a Little Black Book episode on YouTube and on all the podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, for Little Black Book, titled "The Rich Are the Enemy," and I recorded it on my way to my job yesterday. Honestly, me recording that video was probably what put me in the mindset.
Why you quit?
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, because I was crashing the fuck out. I was doing a lot. So check that out too, if you wouldn't be so kind. Honestly, one of the things that's kind of frustrating I've realized is, high media headlines. Like, I generally will cover sometimes like political stuff will cross over, sometimes other things will cross over, but like, like, do you know how many views my the last 4 high media headlines I did was on YouTube?
Like the Mizkif video and the other ones?
Well, Mizkif is currently sitting at 200, and an hour ago was at 44.
Fuck yeah, dude. See?
But the difference is, actually, now that I'm looking at it, like the Take 2 video I did, like talking about the workers protesting, still doing a little bit more. But even then, like I've had like the audio only, like I had like an audio only one do like 1,000. So like, I think it's all relative. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyways, we're kind of, as we have kind of driven 20 miles away from whatever fucking meaningful stuff there is worth talking about at this point. So I think this is probably a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah, I still need coffee. I made it an hour ago. It's probably fucking cold.
Well, yeah, I got iced coffee now.
Yeah, cold brew, I guess.
Something like that. Whatever. Anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of Why Does This Keep Happening? If you want to support the show, leave a like and hit the hype button on the YouTube version if you're watching on YouTube. Leave 5 stars and a good rating.
Wait, what's the hype button? What is that? I've never seen it. But people keep saying hit the hype button.
So the hype button is a button that appears on YouTube videos that are released, I think, either within 24 or 48 hours. Let me double check. Let me just check something real quick.
Of a recording?
I think the hype button specifically is on videos that are released in like the last 24 to 48 hours or something, or like in some kind of like time block. And when when you hit the hype button, it basically is a way to like boost you in the algorithm.
Huh.
So YouTube was like, y'all want a way to find boost small creators and stuff? Well, get your people to like hit the hype button.
So now they got to push another button. Like, comment, subscribe, and hype.
Honestly, the subscribing doesn't mean much. Like, really doesn't mean too much either.
Yeah, it might just be hit that hype button, dude.
Yeah, the hype button
gas me up.
And I think the hype button is quite literally a YouTube exclusive thing, like a YouTube mobile exclusive thing. Sorry, let me just let me pull up it on my thing. Yeah, it's not showing. That's odd. It's not showing up on. Oh wait, no. I think that's because that YouTube video is technically a short. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Sorry, I'm looking at my YouTube real quick to just kind of like see an example. Remix, save, clip, download. That's odd. I don't know. It says from the YouTube mobile app, find and view a video of an Ezreal creator that's uploaded within the last 7 days. Swipe left on the comment preview carousel until the option to hype it is there. That's really not intuitive. That's dumb. Anyways, but regardless, yeah, if you want to support the show, like, subscribe to T1s on YouTube, follow the podcast wherever you get your pods, and please leave a rating of 5 stars. It's genuinely appreciated. Join the Discord. Discord can be found at the link down below.
Join the Discord, yes.
Yes, join the motherfucking Discord. You're like T1's community. It's free. Like, you can ping T1 at all hours of the day if you so desire.
You can annoy me whenever you want.
Yeah,
it's a free tag.
Unironically, his community in there is like really one of the most active in there, and they're all good people. Like, I have a lefty channel in there where for like lefty shit posting. Honestly, I just do it in your channel now.
Yeah, the fellas are pretty cool. I can't lie.
Yeah, shout out to Sockhead, Dyslexic, and all of them.
They're 2 of the oldest ones. They've been following me for a while.
Yeah, I
think since like 2020. maybe when I first started, like 2022.
I got a couple folks that are like that, and those people, those people that stick with you, they're the realist.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, have a good one, y'all.
Yep,
this has been Why Does This Keep Happening? I've been well, thank you for watching High Media TV. I've been your host, Evan from High Media TV, along with my illustrious co-host, Mr. T1, and we will see you guys next time.
It's not a podcast.
Coat.